Zel boy army, what is going on? It's your boy Zelonius and my spicy friend back here, Mr. Ainsley Harrier, with a very spicy video, I must say, today. The idea behind this video is that obviously for the most part people know who the best player in each position is, but you might not necessarily be able to afford them. The moment R9's the team of the year, Van Dijk's, Hullets, etc. So what the idea behind this video is, we're going to look at each position, the best players in each position, but then I'm going to give you a middle and a really cheap alternative. So for your team, you can maybe look at some of the options that, okay, I want Moments R9, but even I can't afford him when I put £2 grand on the game. So you'll be able to look at some of the options that, okay, they're not going to be as good as him, but they can somewhat replicate what that card can do. So we're going to go through all the positions from keeper all the way to striker. As always, I'm trying my best to give you guys lots of helpful advice, help you improve your team, your tactics, your gameplay. If you're new to the channel, this is the first time you've ever seen this video, please subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. Every weekday I'm putting a new video out for you boys. Like, comment, let me know you're enjoying the videos. Boys, appreciate you watching, enjoy. Okay boys, starting with the goalkeeper. Building from the back, so you're going to start with your keeper. Keepers, don't be an idiot. Don't go for a low rated keeper. I don't know why people spend £2 grand on the keeper, whereas for 30 grand, which is nothing, you can earn that in a day. If you start a road to glory, you can get one of the best keepers in the game who has good links and makes a big difference. The difference between having 82 Areola or compared to a Courtois, Stegen, Oblak, Alisson is crazy. This year the best rated keepers really do make such a big difference, so don't cheap out on your keeper. Go for an expensive keeper. And when I say expensive, I mean expensive for that position. Alisson's like 30 to 40k, the normal to Stegen's similar. Don't go for a cheap keeper. That's why I've not put a really cheap option here, because you really will notice the difference between having a rubbish keeper compared to the higher rated ones. The most expensive I'd maybe go would be like maybe the middle Van der Sar, because with the chem styles he gets nearly 99 on most of the key stats. You might want to go for Van der Sar if you need an icon link for your keepers, or if you've got a really expensive team, you want to link in Van Dijk or De Ligt. Van der Sar will give them a strong link, which can be very useful. In my opinion though, if I had no issue with chemistry, I think the best keeper on the game is Stegen. There's just something crazy about him this year. I don't know, I can't even explain it. Maybe it's just he has different animations, he's got 4-star weak foot, so his distribution's great. He's just insane on this game. I hate playing against him. Yeah, if you can get Stegen in, make sure he's the one. Other keepers that I'd recommend would be maybe Courtois, Oblak, De Gea, Lloris isn't bad. Alisson's the one I use at the moment because he links into my David Luiz and Luis Felipe I literally use in my team. So I'd recommend Alisson as well. I quite like him. Okay, we'll get rid of those. We'll move on to centre backs. Okay, I think anyone disagreeing here needs the head checked. This is the best centre back in the game. It might be the best centre back we've ever seen on foot. I don't think he's as good as he was last year, even though his card's better, because last year being 6'4" just gave you a crazy hitbox. But this team of the year, Virgil, I think it's the only 99 rated centre back we've ever seen on Ultimate Team. What doesn't he have? If he had mid-80s finishing, you could probably play him up front and he would do a job. He's rapid for a centre back. He's if you put a shadow on him, he'd have 99 pace. He's got insane passing, 99 short pass, long pass. He can shoot. He's very good on the ball, 99 composure. He's got incredible defending stats, physically insane. I hate playing against this card. He's just an absolute monster. He's not that hard to link into the teams either, being Dutch and linking to some of the Liverpool players, Premier League. Insane card, the best centre back in the game. He just has everything. For the second one, like the middle option, I've gone maybe for one that people might not expect, the SBC Ramos. Okay, he's a right back, but he's got good links being Spanish, La Liga and Real Madrid. There's lots of very good Real Madrid players that are meta. You can play him at centre back on 7 chem and he'll still be completely fine. Again, he's rapid at centre back. He's one of the best centre backs in the game for his ability on the ball. Great defending stats and physically a beast. And because he's an SBC that doesn't expire, I think I could recommend him because over time you can work towards this card. He might be like 400 or 500k. If he was a tradable centre back, this card would be over 1 million coins. So it's very good value for me, a very good option to have. The next one, I use this card in my team. I think he might be one of the best value players in the game right now that is still an elite player. I'll explain why I'm going to show his card. Luis Felipe's future star. I've used him for 150 odd games now. He's rapid, he's pretty good at passing, well, he's good enough for a centre back. He's good on the ball, his defending stats are very high. He's not that hard to link. Serie A's not too bad, but being Brazilian's very good. Aggression is the most important stat for centre backs on FIFA 20, and he has that in abundance at 99. His biggest issue, if anything, is his stamina, but you don't really notice that at centre back unless you go into extra time and you've had to press, which is very rare. I love this card, and for just over 100k, he's insane value. Okay, we will go to the fullbacks, starting with right back. There's a few options at right back. I think right back has a lot more better options in the left back position this year. For me, Zambrotta is the best at right back. Physically insane. He's not unreal on the ball in terms of dribbling stats, but they're very good considering he has 5-star weak foot. He can even scoop turn like Raqueta. He's very quick, he can shoot. Like, if this card was a centre mid, it'd be insane. His passing's fantastic, Italian, can link to some pretty good players. This card at right back's pretty much complete. Doesn't really have any issues. The other argument for maybe best right back could be Team of the Year Trent or the moment's Alberto. I just think Zambrotta's better because of the weak foot, and Trent, even though he's better technically, doesn't have the weak foot and doesn't have the same body type or physical stats to make him quite as good at defending, in my opinion. For the middle option, we're going to go with Leicester's Ricardo Pereira. His right back one. Very solid card. Not quite as elite maybe because of the physical stats, but he's got good weak foot. He's quick, solid defending stats, very well rounded. He's pretty easy to link. Being Portuguese, you can maybe hybrid a few players. He links to one of the other really good value players in the game, future stars Tillemans. Premier League as well. I prefer him to Kyle Walker. This is his domestic man of the match card he got. Very good card. If you're looking for an elite fullback who's maybe not quite at the top but saves you some money, I'd recommend him. And then one of the staples in most squads this year and a lot of champs teams I see is Nelson Semedo. His headliners is very good but probably a bit overpriced, but his gold card is still very good. It's quick, got good skill moves, solid weak foot, he's pretty good on the ball. Defensive stats are a little bit awful, but it's good enough for a fullback, I'd say. I don't think it matters as much. He's not that strong, but his aggression's really good for a card, so low rated. If you put an anchor on him, instantly boosts that aggression to the 90s, solid defending. Very well rounded card that is good enough on the ball. He will work for pretty much all year, I'd say. Move to left back. There's quite a bit of debate over who could be the best left back. I would say the three options are Team of the Year Robertson, Moments Carlos, who's probably cost quite a bit more, or the guy I'm going to put as the middle option, but we'll get to him. Robertson, on paper, has the best stats. Very good card and not that hard to link. I mean, he's a Team of the Year, so of course he's going to have good cards. Insane on the ball, insane aggression, very quick. His weak foot's just a bit of a letdown. And he doesn't have a big body type, I don't think. My favourite left back, and I think arguably the best, a lot of pros still use him at events this year. You might not have done his SBC, but a lot of people have, so I recommend him. Futmas Mendy. I played nearly 350 games with him. This Mendy card is insane. He's got everything you want at fullback. The thing that separates him from Robertson for me is he has good skill moves, but he also has that 5-star weak foot. 5-star weak foot in any position is insane. At fullback, it just makes him so much better on the ball. He's got good physical stats. He's quick enough that you can put an anchor on him rather than have to go shadow. He's good on the ball, especially with that weak foot. He has very good links. He's got a triple link to Varane. Can link to Marcelo, Ramos, Militao. Great card. And my cheap option at fullback is the 80 Mendy. Basically just 5 or 6 worse on a lot of stats, but still an insane card. I think he's less than 10k right now. all the things he said about the other card, just a bit worse. He's one of the best value players I think I've ever seen on the game, to be honest. Just ticks every box. There's a flashback or moment Sandro card available at the moment. I'm not going to put him in because I've, one, not tested him, but two, also he's only available for a few days. So if you're watching this video a while after it's been posted, he won't be available. But anyone who's watching this video now, that Sandro, if you fit your team, is a very good option. CDM next. There's a few different things based on what you want, but anyone who's watched my tactics videos will know I like to have my CDMs on balanced attack. So I like CDMs who can go forwards. If you wanted an out-and-out defensive one, you're probably going to go for Kante or Vieira. For me, the most well-rounded midfielder in the game. The CDMs I look at as well maybe could be centre mids. Well, Hullet definitely could. But yeah, the best CDM in the game, Moments Hullet. If you go by this card, he's as quick as Hazard. He's got the most powerful shot ever in the history of football. He's got better finishing than 99% of current top strikers in world football. He's got the passing ability of Prime Perlo. He's about as good on the ball. He's got more balance than Neymar. He's got the dribbling of a top winger in world football. He's about as composed as anyone to ever play the game. He's the best header of the football ever. He's got the same stamina as Kante. He's nearly as strong as Virgil van Dijk. This card is just unreal. I don't know who gave this card these stats. Hullet would be the best player to ever play football by a long shot if this card was actually realistic. It's not, but who cares? He's the best midfielder in the game. Insane card, but it's an insane price, so you need a cheaper alternative. Okay, a lot of people won't even want to do this card because they got his flashback, but for me, a really beast option at CDM is David Luiz. He maybe isn't quite as good going forward, but he's very quick. His shooting is very good. Like, his finishing is not elite, but that shot pound long shot's crazy. He's got very good passing. He's pretty good on the ball for someone who's got everything else. Defending stats are beastly, and then he has the 92 strength and 99 aggression. His stamina is a little bit of a letdown, but for the price of this card and how easy it is to link into teams, he is insane. One of the best CDMs in the game right now, and I think it's quite a cool card. A lot of people did the Footmas version of this card. Moussa Sissoko, he's been an absolute beast all year. If you already have his Footmas, stick him in. For people who don't, if you're looking for a really cheap option to slot into your team right now, Moussa Sissoko, I don't know why he's this good. He's even got 84 dribbling. This card is absolutely unreal. Will do bits for you even in March. I think you could use this card in August and it'd still be great. Physically insane, solid enough defending stats. He's pretty quick. He's got really good passing for someone who's this low rated. He's not elite, but he's 2K or something, and he's easy to link into teams. French, Premier League, absolute beast. If you've got his Footmas card, it'd be even better. Okay, we're going to look at the middle cam. The two options, maybe three options you could pick here, would be Team the Messi, but he's quite a lot harder to link, and then Moments Cruyff or Eusebio. Moments Zidane and Team De Bruyne, I just think they're a little bit slow and a bit clunkier than the option I'm going for here. Cruyff or Eusebio, both work great. I think Eusebio has slightly better stats. I just feel Cruyff has the skill moves and feels a little bit better in game on the ball, in my opinion. This Cruyff has everything. He's rapid, 5-star, 5-star, insane shooting, his passing's crazy. Those dribbling stats, like, you don't even notice the balance really, and you can put an engine on him to fix that. Pretty good physically for a card that has everything else. I'd love to use this card, but just a crazy price. Probably the best gold player in the game all year, I'd say. Normal Neymar. He has his own animation. He has his own animations. He's rapid, solid enough finishing. You can stick a dead eye and it fixes a lot of his issues. Very good passing for a cam. You've got the 5-star, 5-star, which everyone wants. Insane dribbling. Like this gold Neymar at the start of the game was unreal, and it's still a fantastic card. Not that hard to link in. He's got a strong link to Mbappe. Being Brazilian is quite useful. He's got good enough stamina. And like I said, he just has his own animations that just make him special. Just glides on the ball. Still a beast option. He'll be the same all year. And then one of the best value cards in the game again, normal Ousmane Dembele. Very easy to link into teams. His physical stats are the big letdown. The stamina's not very good, but he's very good on the ball. You can put a dead eye on him to really boost his shooting and passing. And then the pace, he's absolutely rapid. For a cheap option who's French La Liga, just ticks so many boxes. 5-star, 5-star again. Fantastic card. Really, really like this card. Do bits for anyone using him. He's still good at this point of the game. The 4-2-3-1 is a very popular formation, so I'm going to be looking at outside cams. You could use these left or right mid as well. Probably the best would be either Tini, Ronaldo or Mbappe. I would put Ronaldo at strike if I was to pick him. So we're going to put Mbappe as the best outside cam in the game. Eusebio would be another one. But this Mbappe, he's rapid, like 99-99 on the pace. Insane shooting, fantastic passing, insane dribbling. Like, this card just does everything. He's got 99 heading, 99 stamina, 91 strength, which for anyone who knows the meta of this game at quite a high level, the running fake shot is a fantastic tool to use on the wing. I've played against this Mbappe. His running fake shot is just disgusting to play against. It's so hard to defend. Insane card. I used him for quite a while, really liked him. One of the best value cards in the game right now for me would be this Atal. I use him in my team. He can play right back, left back, CDM, centre mid, cam, striker, outside cam. I've played him in CDM, outside cam, and striker. I love him in everyone. I think probably his best position though is outside cam, because he's got insane pace, very solid shoot. He's got the 5-star weak foot. The 4-star skills mean he can still do the scoop turn that I like. His passing's decent enough. He's pretty good on the ball with that dribbling. Very good on the ball. He's also got really nice defending as well for an outside cam. So I put my outside cams on, come back on defense. So he's really useful to help out the back. And then he's got the stamina, strength, aggression to run up and down the pitch all game. And he's good enough to do the running fake shots with those physicals as well. Mahrez is going to be my cheap option. I don't put like a 5k option here because I think Ousmane Dembele can just about do the job as an outside, as a middle cam. But outside cam, I think you just need a bit better in that position. This Mahrez, 5-star skill moves, very nice. 4-star weak foot. He's about 70 or 80k, I think, this card. This one, actually, the Champions League road to the final might be a bit more. There's another 88 version of him though, I think a Team of the Week, which is cheaper. He's insane on the ball. Like, he's one of the best dribblers in the game, Mahrez. He's just always been good on the game, on the ball for some reason. He's got the skill moves. If you put a dead eye on this card, it puts his shooting from 9 to 99, finishing at 97 shot power with very good passing. He's quick. The biggest letdown for him is he isn't as good on the wing at the running fake shots because of the lack of physical stats, but he's silky on the ball. He can shoot, he can cut inside from that right wing with his left foot. He has the finesse shot trait. Really good value card, not that hard to link into teams either, and he's very cheap. And last but not least, we're looking at strikers. The only two options I think for the best striker in the game, I'd say, would be Team of the Year CR7 or Moments R9. For me, it's going to be R9 because of that weak foot. He just has everything. 5-star, 5-star. 93 strength's crazy. 99 dribbling, ball control, reactions, not very good, insane on the ball. He's still got good passing, 99 finishing movement, 98 pace. This card is just the ultimate player on foot. I don't think I'll ever get to use him, maybe other than draft. One day I hopefully can. Unreal. I'd love to use him. He's the best card in the game in my opinion. Every pro uses him at the events. Just has everything you want in a striker. So basically for that, I'm just looking for worse versions of him. My middle option is Richarlison from Everton, the shapeshifter. Fantastic card that I'm using in my own team right now. If you look, obviously he's not that comparable to Moments R9, but he's still got the weak foot. I think 5-star weak foot is vital at cam and striker on this game because it's so important to make you more unpredictable and give you more options in the attack. I like to have at least 4-star skill moves so I can do the scoop turn and do a few more tricks around the box. This Richarlison doesn't have the elite pace and the high 90 stats on some of the technical ones that Moments How 9 does, but he's still quick. He's got 91 aggression, 85 strength, which is crazy. He's still got very good shooting, 94 finish and 95 shot power is amazing. Long shots is somewhat irrelevant on this game as a stat, because I've used cards with 99 long shots that can't score a long shot. It's just dead on this game, it just doesn't work. I play this Richarlison at cam, so he's a good option there. He's got very good passing, and he's good enough on the ball, especially with those physical stats, to still be a beast. And then my cheap alternative, he's not that cheap, but I don't want you to go for a really cheap striker because of how important your striker is. If any position you're going to spend on, it should be striker. It's Ben Yedder. It's his one to watch or team of the week. I think he's got team of the week for it. He's quick, got 5-star weak foot, it's the same as Richarlison. Very good finisher, very good dribbling, so he's insane around the box. Passing's still pretty good for link-up play. The biggest issue with him compared to like Richarlison is he just doesn't have anywhere near the same physical stats. So it means he can get bullied a bit more, and his stamina is a bit of an issue, especially with his work rate. But he's easy to link into teams, has some very good strong links, and other than his physicals, ticks nearly every box you want from a striker. Hey boys, I think that's pretty in-depth. Covered every position, lots of different players. If there's anyone that you think I've missed out on that you would have added, please let me know. I really appreciate you watching this video. Let me know some of the players that you've used this year that you would recommend. Really appreciate all the support on the channel lately, boys. Thank you for watching, and keep it spicy.